sending messages to people on social media, pitching them your products and services and getting blanked. You're getting ghosted. Try this instead. Try this 4-step process to sending direct messages. Now, I cover this in detail in the Wealthy Advisor Club, but a quick framework that you can use if you were going to start sending cold DMs to potential customers for mortgages or for life insurance, that will really help. So, first one is your introduction. Now, this isn't, "Hi, John, my name's Terry and I work for this company," because they don't care who you work for, right? Let's just be honest. It's a personalized intro, right? And that could be something like, "Your recent post on such and such, John, was really engagement. It was really funny. I really like this or that." Or, "John, I've noticed you work for this company. John, I've noticed you work in this area. John, I noticed you're from this place and we know some similar people." Whatever, it is personalized. Therefore, they are more likely to read it. Again, the pattern recognition thing. If it's a blanket message that they've seen before, they might not even read it. They will get to the first line and they will skip. They will delete because they think it's mass. They think it's been sent en masse and it's not even to the name. Like some people say, "Hi, comma." Like you could just put the name, right? It's got to be personalized, something relevant to them. A good tip is to then get into a question, right? Ask them something. You know, when you ask somebody a question, it sparks a response, of course. If it's just a statement, "Hi, this is my name, this is what I do, would you like something?" That, do you know what I mean? It's too samey, right? You need something that draws them in, draws emotion, draws a response of some sort in form of a question, right? Value. Now, you might want to do value before question or question before value. Doesn't really matter too much. You can chop and change it, test and measure, just like all forms of marketing, by the way. You test and measure what works, right? But some form of question, some form of value. "Have you tried this?" Or, "I would be prepared to help you with this." Or, "I seen you post on this. What about this?" Some form of value, not really trying to sell them something in every message. And sometimes you go to a CTA, right? But what I must say is, you do not go to the CTA in the first message. You do not try and pitch them in the first DM, because when you try and pitch them in the first DM, what often happens is they see through that and they think this is just a sales message. Like we all get them on LinkedIn. We get 5,000 messages every day on LinkedIn. It's just people trying to sell shit. Your call to action is not, it is not in the first message. It might be trying to set up a call, or it might be asking them something specific as your call to action. But certainly if you're going to ask them for a meeting or an appointment or trying to sell something, it needs to be message 2, ideally 3 or 4, in my opinion. But the framework of sending the message is something personalized. You maybe giving them a bit of value, a bit of a question, bit of a back and forth before you ask for anything. It is not the first message. And I see this so many times. People are just getting it wrong. They're going in for the kill far too quick. For the full DM script and full DM process, this is covered in the Wealthy Advisor Club in detail in a training session, the exact scripts that you can use when you're DMing potential customers for mortgages and life insurance. If you want a piece of that, you know where to join. 7-day free trial, the Wealthy Advisor Club. I'll see you there.